I just love EDDM. It's like the most reliable thing. Once you figure out how it works, it's a little ATM machine. God, I love these. I love them. If you're a business owner and you've been considering every door direct mail, which is a fantastic, freaking absolutely killer way to generate income for your business, get new customers, especially now that online advertising has gotten so difficult. But if you have been tossing around the idea of doing EDDM, you probably wonder how much it's going to cost. Since I do a bazillion EDMs, we do EDMs every single day for businesses all over the country, every single day, campaigns out the wazoo, as well as EDDM for ourselves. I would love to see you and your business create a little ATM machine. That's what I call them. I call these EDDM postcards little ATM machines, because if you're doing it right, they will literally be like a little freaking ATM machine, just making money for you. Anyways, we got to start with the cost. It shouldn't cost you anything. It should make you money. But there's, of course, an upfront cost. And you don't know what's going to happen until you try it. You may have to tweak things, and you may have to be creative or whatever, but you won't know until you actually try it, and you can't try it until you know how much it's going to cost so you can budget it. EDDM is unfortunately not that it's super unbelievably cheap to do, like freaking Facebook ads or whatever, where they lure you in with these really cheap prices, then you like just blew hundreds or thousands of dollars. You don't even know if people even saw the ads. The upfront cost, it depends. Of course, it depends on certain things, how many you're printing. So in general, the more you print, the cheaper it gets. Depends on the size. There's all different sizes. They come in all different sizes. You can do all different size EDDM postcards. You can do these huge ones like this. You can do massive ones. You can do, they're all big. They're all great. And I have a video on sizes. I try to link it up here, but I'll put it in the description below if it's not up there. Just on sizes alone. It depends on the paper quality. Depends on the coating. You have both full color, both sides. It's all these different combinations. But I'm going to give you a figure to start off with. It is going to cost you roughly 40 to 50 cents per piece all in, using the smaller to medium EDDM sizes, which are still huge, like 6.5 by 9 and 6.5 by 11, 6 by 11. It's going to be somewhere in this 40 to 50 cent range, because you've got about 20 cents in postage. In 2023, it goes up to 18.9 cents or 19 cents or something. It's 18.7 right now. So there's half of that. And then you have somewhere in the range of 20 cents or so for printing. Depends on how many you print, but that's a generic idea that gives you a starting point so that you can figure out how much you can spend, how much you need to spend. And all you really have to figure out is how many people do you need to respond to your campaign in order to make it worth doing. And if you have someone do it for you, like we do the turnkey services, that's going to add a little bit more, because whoever's doing it has to ship it to your post office, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it saves you a bunch of money. And if you're trying to really bootstrap things, you can do all the prep yourself. You can do either way. Just do the math. Just figure out, hey, how many do I need for people to respond in order to make it worth it? You know, that might be, if you're a kitchen contractor, if you're an upscale kitchen contractor, then you may only need one job out of 10,000 or something. You know, if you got 2 jobs out of it, it'd be freaking amazing. Now, some businesses, your business, like might be retail or a restaurant or a bakery, you may have very high response rates because all your customers come from a certain area and everyone's buying pizza or everyone's buying donuts. You can have sky high response rates. EDDM, you put coupons for freaking baked goods or something in here, you're going to have a ton of people buying. I'm going to make a video on response rates, because if you really want to make a little ATM machine for your business, you have to really understand that stuff. And I have the information. I know it all. I want to build that ATM machine for you. I've got to make videos on it. But I do want you to just consider getting started with EDDM, no matter who you're using, whether you use me for printing or whoever. Just sit down, figure out how many people you'll need to respond in order to make it worth it. You'd be surprised. That number might be really little, especially if you're thinking about lifetime value. You know, maybe you're a dentist and you have a very high lifetime value. One new person can mean business over many years. There's a lot of businesses like that. Or maybe your business is just a one-off thing. It's like a roofing contract or something. They're only going to do their roof one time. But just think about how many you need to respond. Be realistic about it. And don't think of so much in percentages or anything. Just think how many you need to respond and see if the math works. You can always shoot me an email. You can shoot me a text. My email is always in the description below. I just want to see you succeed. We're all in this together. We're all business owners ourselves. And EDDM is such a freaking fantastic media. Even better now, like 2023, it's getting so hard to do digital advertising. The mailbox is still the attention is so good. You can instantly get it in exactly the people you want, the areas you want, and you can even do targeted mailings where you get me or whoever can find you a list and target down of exactly the age, the income, where they live, if they have kids, your exact client, your exact potential customer. And there's so many incredible ways to figure this out. You can mail directly to them. You can get that into their hands, like with no freaking Facebook feed to scroll around, no email to shut off. Like it gets in their hands. You can store it. It's unbelievable what these days. I love it. I just love EDDM. It's like the most reliable thing. Once you figure out how it works, it's a little ATM machine. God, I love these. I love them. You better leave a comment if this was helpful. I work round the clock to help business owners just like you, because if you're making money and you keep doing these and you give me the business or whatever, then they're happy. And then this information can only help everyone. And the people that are getting these love these. I love getting coupons in the mail. I love hearing about businesses that are local. I don't like junk mail. I hate junk mail. Like freaking credit card offers or whatever is junk mail. Freaking politic mail. But unless it's a politician you like or whatever, right? Then you don't mind getting it. But local business stuff is just so warmly welcomed. People love getting that in the mail of all ages. If you've got something of value, tax service, home services, health services, insurance. Maybe your lawyers just want to send, in case they get the DWI or whatever, then they think of you because they saw it in the thing or whatever sleaze bag thing you're freaking trying to protect. If you've got something of value, and I hope that your business does, I hope that you run a valuable business, then this will be welcome. This will be welcome in people's homes. So give it a shot. Give it a try and watch my other videos and learn about EDDM.